Nana Ohene ntow and a day science in me about better one. See, a business for chess say, Ube creative free SHS never be a free SHS no one in Sue and Crown nominal, and yeah, absolutely nonsense. As I say, you a rubbish nebution for a year Nana ntow and a day science in me about 2 months. In a month for baby in Sue chess or Cassa free out of bitterness in Tina or Cassandra Marine. If you say a free SHS and I successful. Nti na ɔde yaw nyinaa na ɛkasa anwummerɛ mu nkutie nsɛm mu nkyɛn mu yɛkɔba yɛba abɛtoa so ahayɛ nkasa TV a yɛde update and trending news nko na yɛde so viewers ne for message also be subscribe to my channel be like us ado adwonche be go comment section kama.
Now if you create a free school in the Chufuparasu area, and this is the water that the children in the Chufuparasu area have to drink, how long will they live to even benefit from the education that you've given them? It's absolute nonsense. It's absolute rubbish. Let's talk about our lives as a nation and talk about the responsibilities of leadership. And I'm happy Honorable Kofi Adams spoke about leadership and the failure of leadership. The evidence of failure of leadership in Ghana today is humongous. Every single aspect of our lives you go to open to discuss, there's a crisis. And people in NPP, people in political circles, people in political parties who want to be voted want Ghanaians to behave as if all of us are stupid and they are the wisest people. They are the people who know everything because they have political power. I don't think so. I think it's my friend Martin who said the fact that you become a political leader doesn't suddenly make you wise and make you suddenly knowledgeable more than everybody else simply because you have power today. So tomorrow if you leave office, then you also become stupid like all of us who are not in power. But really that's not the point. Alfred, this matter of Galamsey, I have said it and I will preface my submission with that statement again. The other time when people watched me on Unia TV, they said it was too emotional.
Oh, you were perfect. It's not emotional.
So now I have tried and I would deliberately...
let me bring this. A philosopher once said that
the thing just hit me. The thing just hit me.
You are corrupt. Please, there's nothing like emotional.
The thing hit me so hard and now I want to go non-emotional, but let me repeat the same words. If NPP wins this upcoming election under the current circumstances of corruption, of galamsey, and of economic mismanagement and hardships, Ghanaians are finished. They will never respect Ghanaians anymore. They will become more and more impudent and brazen in whatever. The arrogance of power will be totally uncontrollable.
Flee.
And I am repeating it. I am not by this statement saying NDC clear obviously is the better choice. I believe we need an independent. But we are talking about the people who have their hands on the levers of power today. The other time I said the president is not a man of honor and somebody said I had insulted him. I have not insulted him. I am saying it again. President Akufo-Addo is not a man of his word. He's not a man of his word. One. He told Alanche Martin at Legon 2007, once I become president and I'm leaving office, I will support you, I will help you. He has done the very opposite.
Thank you.
And done everything to undermine Alanche Martin's effort, first of all, to become candidate for MPP, secondly to become president of Ghana.
That's a conversation we can have.
No, that's it. But I'm telling you what I know. Let me speak. Secondly, and the biggest one is this Galamsey matter. That if I am not able to fight Galamsey, I will be ready to put my presidency down. The president has failed to fight Galamsey. He has failed to put his presidency down. He is not a man of his word. He is not a man of honor. This is not an insult. If you consider this an insult, well, I'm sorry about that. If anybody considers this an insult, then we are not ready to live with principles in this country. We will live with sentiments and bootlicking, and it will get us deeper into the mess that we find ourselves. If a president says, this evil of Galamsey is so bad, I commit my life to it, I commit my presidency to it, is it just a matter of just telling us words? I'll come to the substantive matter. Now, I heard this story about drip equipment, and there is a fight over them in one of the OT constituencies. Equipment that have been brought recently by the government to try and help improve rural roads. They call it District Road Improvement Project. They send a lot of bulldozers and excavators or whatever, road construction equipment. First of all, for me, it is one of the things that governments or political parties do just to insult the people. This government has been around for 8 years. 3 months to election. You send equipment to go and level out rough roads just to let the people feel that their roads are being done. My hometown, Manfi to Latte to Ayikuma, for the longest while it's been totally unmotorable. A few weeks ago, 2-3 days ago, 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, they put machines there. They are trying to, because election is coming. I'm telling you people at Latte, Nana Sidioko, you are my senior brother. I should have been sitting on that stool, but we all supported you. I am telling you, and Nana Jemfa, Latte, Ekwapim Benkum stool. Ekwapim Benkum is a divisional stool.
You should have been sitting.
Personally, I could be the chief, but I opted to go into politics.
I see.
Yes.
Anyway.
So I'm speaking directly to my brother, Nana Sidioko, and Nana Jemfa, and my compatriots in Latte and Manfi. Don't get fooled because they brought equipment to gravel, grade the road, 2 months, 3 months to election. What was happening to our lives all these years? When some of our people went hard to lobby, to beg. I know how much the former GRA boss, Amishadai, tried to do. Even when he was the GRA boss and he went to lobby, they didn't mind him. GRA boss, he goes to lobby for 5 kilometer, 7 kilometer road to his hometown to be made. Nobody minded him. Today, 2 weeks to election, 1 month to election, the latter people should vote against MPP. If you vote for MPP, it's up to you.
Okay.
Why? Why do we allow people in political power to treat us as if we are the scum of the earth when we give the power?
Excellent.
So anyway, let me come to Galamsey again. I've been once to the desert in Mauritania and Libya. And as far as the eye can see, you don't see one green at all. You don't see any green. Apart from the oasis where Gaddafi took us, and the oasis where the president of Mauritania at the time took us. Once you step out of the oasis and we drove into the desert proper. Now, after you see that, when we flew back to Ghana, and I got down, I see green on the road, even if it's just ordinary bush, it feels like money. It is a feeling that I got. I said, wow. Now, God endows us with all of these resources. And today, Ghana is still considered developing, even poor, overburdened with debt. If you're overburdened with debt, you are a poor country. You are worse than HIPIC now. And we have destroyed it to the extent that a whole region, now Ghana Water has announced that as for central region, if we don't take care, there will be water crisis. If the crisis hasn't already started. And the reason, Galamsey.
Well, in fact, they put out that statement, and not to interrupt you,
yes,
respectfully.
Yes.
This is how bad the situation is.
Yeah.